There was once a boy who was never frightened, for he had not enough sense to be scared.
That is me.
That is us.
We are alike.
In every way,
Shape.
and form. I am Franz.
And I am Hans.
One day, Hans and his big sister were walking home after dark.
The wind howled and the trees creaked and groaned. The road led past the graveyard where the moon lit up rows of tombstones.
Hans' sister began to quiver and shake.
Ooh, this place gives me the willies!
Willies? What are the Willies?
Do I have to tell you everything? The willies are when you get so scared you start to shiver and shake.
I wish I knew what these Willies were.
I wish I knew what the Willies were. I will kill them!
The more Hans thought it over, the more he wondered about the Willies, and the more he wished he could have them. One day he told himself,
If we want the Willies, we gotta go look for them.
We will look for them.
So he said goodbye to his family.
What a fool!
I can't believe he's my son.
Or mine.
And he started down the road.
Hans wept for many days. Everyone he met, he asked.
You have the Willies.
Give me the Willies now!
Many tried. But none could.
At last he came to the Queen's castle and stood before the Queen.
Excuse me, Your Majesty, but can you
Give us the Willies now!
I'm the king, of course I can. I command you to have the willies.
I saw Your Majesty. He still was not Willies.
Oh well, at least I know where you can get them. On the other side of my kingdom is a haunted castle. If you spend the night there, you're sure to get the willies.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
I'll be watching you.
Goodbye. There's just one problem. No one who ever goes there ever lives through the night. But if you stay there, if you stay alive and break the spell, you'll find the castle treasure.
It was midnight when they reached the castle. The tower cast eerie shadows under the full moon.
As Hans entered the great hall, a fire sprang to life in the huge fireplace. Boom!
Now we are sure to get the Willies.
Yes.
The clock in the great hall struck 1.
Hans pulled up a chair and settled himself to wait.
Welcome! Hans looked around and saw a man and a woman playing cards. One had a long red cloak and the other had a furry face.
Would you like to join our game? It's been so long since we've had anyone to play.
Certainly to pass the time. Play with them.
I will explain the rules. If my furry friend wins, he will rip you to shreds. If I win, I'll drink your blood. If you win, we will let you live.
Sounds good to me, as long as I get the Willies.
You gotta give them to us.
The furry man dealt the cards.
They played for nearly an hour.
In the end, the cloaked man won.
I want to drink your blood. Closer to Hans, showing 2 long, pointy teeth.
I think you cheated.
Hans reached for the pointy teeth and broke them off. Snap!
Oh, and out of the hall ran the man.
Hans heard a dull thud. Then he went and settled himself again before the fire.
The clock struck 2.
Hans heard a rattling, and into the hall marched a long line of skeletons.
The first skeleton snapped its fingers. Quick, quick.
The second skeleton knocked its knees.
Clack! Clack! The third skeleton drummed its skull. Clock! Clock!
The fourth skeleton tapped along its ribs in a little tune. Clickety clock, clock, clickety clock, clock.
Hans took hold of two bony hands and danced in a circle around the hall.
Now it's time in sprockets when we dance.
Nice beat.
The faster the music got. Clackety, clackety, click, clock, clackety, 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 click, clock, clock, clackety.
Only we can't dance that fast.
But the skeleton gripped his hands harder and danced even faster. Clackety clickety, clackety clickety, clackety clickety, clackety clickety.
Hans gave a yank and pop! The two skeletons' arms came right off.
Hans and Franz entered the castle and met a giant.
You have shown much bravery. If you can defeat me, I will give you the treasure.
And that is how Hans stayed alive, broke the spell, and found the treasure.
And when the king heard his tale, he let Hans live in the castle. And when Hans grew up, he married the king's daughter.
Within a year, they had triplets.
3 fine sons.
Dearest, what would you like to name them?
I'd like to name them Billy, Billy, and Billy.
But why all the same?
Now we have the Willies.
Ha 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 ha.